Hello, everyone. I'm Susan Hoffman, and joining me today is Tad Leithead. He is a member of the Atlanta Regional Commission Board. I appreciate your time. Tell me this, how long has the Atlanta Regional Commission been around?
As a matter of fact, we just celebrated our 60-year anniversary.
Tell me about the big scope. What is the large scope and purpose of the agency? Because I think a lot of people associate it just with transportation, but that's not true, is it?
No, as a matter of fact, the Atlanta Regional Commission is designated by the federal government as the planning organization for this region. So as famous as our transportation activities are, actually our largest effort is an aging services group where we work to provide services to people as they age.
And knowing that we're getting a tripling of the senior population, that particular function is critical over the next several decades.
It's probably the most important thing that we do, because it entails, not only do we have to think about services for the aging, we have to think about transportation for the aging.
Where they live, how they get to medical services.
And the aging, these are not, we used to think of 80-year-old people as old. These are still vibrant people who want to travel, who want access to services, and we need
entertainment.
Absolutely. We have to completely rethink the way we address the needs of the aging, particularly because many of us are starting to join that category. We also have an environmental and land use committee that looks at how development and planning is done for construction of residential, retail, parking, et cetera, throughout the region. We study water. We're very involved in the conversations about conservation and water supply, which is a huge issue facing the region. So if it's an issue of regional importance, the ARC is involved in it.
Can you state a core mission?
Core mission is to maintain the quality of life for the people who live in the greater Atlanta region, the 10-county metro region.
Explain the board composition to me.
The board is made up of 24 elected officials and 15 citizen members. The elected officials are the chairman of the county commission in each of the 10 counties, one mayor designated from each of those counties, the mayor of Atlanta, one member of the city council of Atlanta appointed by the president of the city council, and then 15 non-elected citizen members who are appointed and elected by the elected officials.
How long do they serve?
The elected officials serve as long as they hold that position. The citizen members serve a series of 3-year terms, but we're not required to roll. I'm a citizen member. We're not required to roll off. We can continue to be re-elected to that seat over and over again.
What kind of people make up the citizen portion of this legislative body?
It's a broad variety. We have Dave Shelquist, who's a professor at Georgia State University. We have community citizens. We have representatives of not-for-profit. I'm a developer. We have representatives from the business community.
A nice cross-section then.
Yeah, it's a very, very engaged group of people, both the citizen members and the elected officials. But the citizen membership gives a very different perspective. The individual chairs are focusing on regional issues, but they also protect their constituents within their individual counties. The district commissioners are able to take a broad perspective of regional issues, and it creates a wonderful dialogue between the elected and non-elected people that serve on the board. So it's a very good makeup, and it's a very effective group of people. I'm very proud to be associated with that group.
In the time that I've been associated with the Atlanta Regional Commission, I've been impressed with the amount of outreach and the effort to really draw people in. If you visit the website, there's a lot of opportunity for your input.
Yes.
Sincerely requested input.
We are required to communicate with 4.5 million people. We have a very, very aggressive outreach program and a very aggressive input. We have 2 people on staff who spend all of their time hearing from and disseminating information to people. And even with all of that, even with our websites and our television programs and everything that we do, it's difficult to get the message out to 4.5 million people. So we're always looking for better ways to communicate.
You have to say it over and over sometimes, I think.
You do. People are caught up in their lives. What they don't realize is that the ARC is participating in things that affect their lives, how they age, how they commute, whether they have clean water to drink. The ARC is engaged in those things, and through input back from our constituents, we can be more effective. So we work very, very hard on communication, and most of what we do is subject to a public hearing process. So we work at the behest of the people who live in this region.
In your opinion, do you think that the local governments are cohesive and cooperative?
More than ever before. Now, anytime you have adjacent counties, they're going to have individual issues facing their constituencies, and no one county in this region is the same. But the issues that we're facing today are truly regional. Transportation, water, health services, aging. These issues do not respect geographical or political boundaries. And right now, the chairman and mayors who serve on that are more committed to working together at addressing regional solutions than I've served on the board now, I think, for more than 10 years. And the board is more engaged in a dialogue about what's important for the region than it's ever been before. And I attribute a lot of that to the leadership of Sam Olens. Our chair, Sam Olens, is a dedicated regional servant. At the same time, he does a great job for his constituents in Cobb County, but I'm a big Sam Olens fan, and I think he's really provided some great leadership in terms of bringing that regional dialogue together.
What's your greatest hope for the Atlanta region as we move forward?
Oh, I would like to see an Atlanta that is vibrant, truly international, that has a plan for growth that allows us to continue to attract people to this city without sacrificing our quality of life. I think that's doable. Atlanta is blessed with, great resources, and more than any other city I've ever seen, an engaged business and public sector, working together in partnership for the good of the city. I think Atlanta has unlimited potential if we can continue to address these issues and maintain that quality of life.
Where are we in the process? Do you think we have what we need in place, or are we still behind the curve?
We never have what we need in place, because as soon as we solve a problem, another one manifests itself. It's growing pains. Today we have the shortfall in transportation. Today we have a rapidly emerging elderly population that we haven't figured out how to serve yet. We'll figure those things out, and then we'll have water issues that we have to figure, and we'll figure those things out, and then we'll need another airport or something. So if this city is going to continue to grow and maintain its quality, let me put it the other way. If we maintain the quality of life, this city will continue to grow, and we will have new problems that will continue to manifest themselves, and we'll deal with them.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate your time.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.